So we have finally made it to work, the office building, Academy White Educational Support Center, better known as HISD, the district office. So again, I'm going to be giving you guys a week in the life of a senior media relations specialist managing the press office. So I'm going to show you guys everything that consists of. It really is like working for the White House of Houston, Texas. That's what I equate it to, and I equate myself to Olivia Pope from Scandal. So that's what we do. We do a lot of crisis communications, putting out fires, but also promoting the district in positive ways. So I'm going to take you guys up to my office and show you that space. I just got a bigger office, so it's going to be exciting, spreading out and really being able to do the work that's required. Let's go and see it. Okay, so we are in my office now, you guys. I've upgraded to a larger office on the third floor. So let's start off here with my printing section, which is where you can see here, I have a whole desk for just printing, all of my supplies nice and organized through here. A little hanging rack for my blazer and collar shirt whenever I need it. I have my maps up here that showcases all of the areas that HISD services so that I can definitely know what's going on. And then if we spin around, you guys can see my sitting area here for any of the guests that I have that come to my office. My desk is right here. And of course, I have my wall of fame with all of my friends, family members, of course, my baby, my soulmate. You guys can see plenty of pictures up here with us. Our dogs are on here. There goes Jax and my baby, Tyrone Chile. And then we have Ghost down here with me. A lot of my fraternity on here. I have my niece and my nephew. My niece, just beautiful. My handsome nephew. And then we have some of my friends, Jen and Jordan. Jen also works up here at HISD in the grants department. You guys can see her there. And then of course, my family members, my mom, my sister, my aunt, my mom's friends. That's just a constant reminder of the family that I have here, because that's what we do this for, right? And then if we come over here, you guys are gonna see where the work starts. So I'm like super OCD, so I have everything organized and ready to go for the upcoming school year. These are some things that we do within the office: press releases, media advisories, press events and interviews, whether it be for the superintendent, district leaders, principals, teachers, anyone, even students are gonna go down here. I have my new call out process for any crisis situations that happens, because we do handle crisis communications within our press office as well, and my approval window town. I call this here my bookshelf of achievement. So you can see a lot of the plaques and awards that I've received within media and leadership from the National Society of Leadership and Success. You can see Excellence in Teaching Award. We have a lot of different awards that I received from this organization while back in college. Executive Board Member of the Year, some of the things that I'm really proud of. My degree from Southern University, you guys can see right here, in mass communications. And then we have more pictures of friends and my fraternity flag. I got that as a gift from my baby during Christmas. So it's a huge office, big space, a lot of room to get some work done. So speaking of getting some work done, let's go ahead and do so. I'll show you guys some of the press releases that have been worked on for this upcoming school year.
Staff facing. Will we just use the same document for both for now?
Yeah, I think so. I didn't know there was the need for a staff one. Yeah.
This is another part of our day that we do. So we have these things called board meetings. I'm going to show you guys inside of the boardroom, and I'm going to show you what we do in the press office to prepare for these board meetings that we have every month. When media shows up here, they're going to sign in just like Miss Megan did with the Houston Chronicle, and we give them a press badge. Once we give them their press badge, we lead them into the boardroom, which you guys are going to see here. And we are already setting up for the board meeting. So as you can see, we have the stage back here, which is where media is going to be set up at, and they are going to be filming the board meeting where all of our board members sit up here, the public sits here. So we do a lot of preparation prior to these huge board meetings. Speakers come and talk here. We set up all of these signs down here for our print media, which you can see reserved for media, so they know where they're going to be sitting. And most of the photographers, as you can see, already has this tripod set up here with the moat box, where they get all of the audio from the board members and speakers, so they don't have to mic up any one of those speakers or any one of the board members that are up there. We have spots for registered speakers, so this is our big community poll that we usually do. Here at the board meetings, this is where community members come to discuss their issues, any issues they're having or want to comment on that the board is doing, that the school board and school district is doing. They're coming here to comment and also listen to budgets getting passed, votes getting made, and of course, to get the stories that they need for local media and press. Here we're on the third floor of the district building, the same floor my office is on. We are in the conference room. This is where the superintendent does most of his virtual interviews. So right now you're seeing the setup for his virtual interview, which I will facilitate tonight. Erica, you are up next.
The numbers change, it's kind of fluid. Some argue that they feel like it will now create kind of a competition, if you will. But can you tell us your viewpoint on that and what's going on with these salaries?
Yeah, so lots of different angles there, but basically this, right? For NES,
So as you guys can see here, this is where the athletes come in to check in first, and they take photographs right over here by our incredible multimedia team. And then from, oh, yep, there we go. Fellas over here, they're gonna take their photos here before they head into the there we go. Before they head into the presentation room. And then after they do the press conference and mock press conference presentations, they head upstairs to the social media presentation. So we're covering all aspects of media here for the athletics media training day. So just another look at what we have going on today for a day in the life.
For the name?
Now we are heading into the press conference room, where a lot of the athletes are right now doing a mock press conference, following up on their training that we just did in the other presentation. So if you can see in here, we're going to get a better look, and we're going to be quiet because they're getting interviewed right now. Here we go.
Outdo each other. We let each other face our own roles. We should respect the differences in our team, and they should expect better communication,
Okay,
better teamwork.
good, very good. Would you like to add to that? Okay, all right, the next question we have. What makes this year's team different from last year's team?
Well, honestly, we all just got better. We just keep getting better. We started working harder, better communication, and
Start them to the next level. So you want to make sure that you're being recognized on TV, that you're being recognized. Go ahead and get started, you guys. This is the press portion, the press office portion. Before you head out to your next event, we're going to be talking to everybody there about mock press conference style. So they'll be testing your skills on interviewing. So you want to make sure that you know how to conduct yourselves within these interviews. I'm sure y'all seen, who is it, Steph Curry's interview, well not interview, but the Subway commercials. And we just finished wrapping up our training for the athletes, high school athletes. So you guys can see them here. They're getting ready to head off to their next session. We just finished doing the press conference portion, which you just saw a little bit of. So guys, this is our cafe here at HISD. We come down here and get some breakfast. We got some good snacks down here. It's a Starbucks quality, of course, and I always get something nice. So this is the frozen lemonade. So we're gonna take that back to the office and finish up some work. But great little spot. They even have a sitting area back here if we wanna do our lunch here or any type of meetings. And there's an outdoor area as well, giving you a little tour of what happens here at HISD. All right, you guys, so my colleague and I are downstairs in the cafe, and Jose is also a senior media relations specialist in our press office department. You're getting ready to head to Project Safe Start. Tell them a little bit about what you're going to be doing over there.
That's right, Project Safe Start. We are in partnership with ministers, and they help us to identify or to make sure that the schools will be secure for students at the beginning of the school year. So we are glad with this partnership, and we're gonna bring some details today for the media and the public.
Perfect. And what do you like so much about your job?
Everything, the interaction with the media, the interaction with the great team here in the HISD. So I'm very glad to be part of this family.
And I know you're ecstatic and over the moon to be working with me.
What was that?
I said, I know you're ecstatic and over the moon to be working with me, the incredible
Yeah.
and sexy Joe.
That's right.
I'm heading back to the office now with my drink. I have breakfast already that I need to warm up. I know it's heading on 11 o'clock, but we've had meetings all this morning.
Good morning, for high school. How can I help you?
Yes, ma'am. This is Joe. I'm calling with the Houston Independent School District. I'm with the press office. I was calling to see if I can speak with the principal or assistant principal.
Yes, sir. What is your name again?
Joseph Sam with the HISD press office.
Press office, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, hold on just a second.
Once we finish getting off the phone, I got to do a lot of stuff when it comes to the computer. So that is as far as writing press releases, media advisories, responding to emails overnight to different reporters. So it is a lot of work that we do email based, pretty much 70% of the job. Just got a media inquiry in. I have 2 computer screens because I'm going to need it. We get a lot of media inquiries that come in, a lot of questions that need to be answered, communication that they're looking for, and confirmations to confirm information in their story. So this is one asking about the media availability for Superintendent Miles. She wants an interview done with him. So I am giving her the information about the media availability that we are scheduling all throughout the first week of school. I'm also sharing with her the media advisory that I sent out to the media earlier this week, letting them know about Project Safe Start, which is an event that we're hosting today with our police chief. She's going to be giving a press conference talking about House Bill 1, as well as our superintendent, Mr. Mike Miles, is going to be there to speak with everyone, as well about any lingering issues they have prior to the start of school. We are now at Del Mar Stadium. This is where a lot of our high school athletes come. We have a whole field here. A lot of the games are being held here. So this is right behind the district building. Really, really cool stadium. Really cool place for all of our athletes to come. And this is where we just had the athletics media training day. We also have a lot of our ceremonies, graduation ceremonies, right in here inside of Del Mar Stadium. All right, everybody wave to my vlog. There we go.
What you posting this for? They're gonna see it. They're like, those are the ones not working.
Right, we sitting here eating. All right, you guys, so this is where we usually have all of the press conferences at for the superintendent or any athletic press conferences. You can see the step and repeat right here. But we got it set up different for there goes our athletics director back there, Mr. Andre Walker, and we have Taylor here in our social media department. A lot of the communication folks are here just celebrating the wrap up of our athletics media day that we just finished having, and we're doing it with a nice little meal.
And it takes a village to raise a child. It also takes a village to keep children safe. Here,
the school district police, along with the sheriff's department, will be backing them up too, so that every school will have
last generation of students in school before the skills gap is locked.
Good morning, everyone. It is another day for this vlog day, well, rather a week in the life of a senior media relations specialist. We are starting our morning at 4 o'clock this morning. We have live coverage of first day of school, back to school coverage from several different stations. So I'm getting ready to head to Young Women's Preparatory Academy. We're going to be meeting up with KHOU, KPRC, and Houston Chronicle. It's still early, so I'm trying to still wake up. KPRC was my former station, if you guys don't remember, where I used to be a entertainment and lifestyle journalist at and fill-in host. So we're going to get ready to head back over there and meet up with some of our fellow colleagues, and I will show you guys what it's all about. Here's another week in the life and what the job is all about. Part about getting up so early is that you're the only one up. There is no one else on the road, so it is going to be really, really easy to get to work because it's typically very, very hard because there's always so much traffic here in Houston. So, okay, you guys, so we are inside of the school right now. We are getting ready to head out. We have our beautiful reporter here, Sabira. She's getting ready, and her photographer. We just finished briefing the principal, so they're going to be coming out in just a bit to do their live hit in just a second. Then I have to greet the other stations that are arriving as well for their next hit. So let's go ahead and follow us along, see how it works. Going to see what's going to happen in just a second. Here we go.
Sophia. It's that time of the year. You could smell the classbook, smell the inspect here at your school.
So we have grown by over 100 students, so we look forward to welcoming all of our new roses to start the new school year today.
A lot of things outside the school. We have to make relationships with a lot of our media outlets and partners. So here I have the beautiful Sabira from KPRC, my former station. So tell us, how has it been working so far?
Well, Joe, it is always fabulous working with you guys, especially because how communicative you are. That is so important in our business. And it's so nice working with someone like yourself who has that deadline experience.
Yes.
As you know, we're up early covering back to school, so every minute counts. I even slept in a little bit today, but we still got here on time and got on air right at 5:30, just like promised. So I think that's the best part, just working with the team that's so professional and really takes communication to the next level.
Perfect.
The students are excited. Yes, they are. We are here at Young Women's College Prep Academy. Let me tell you why we're also excited, okay? We stepped outside College Prep Academy where the excitement is building for the very first day, including Stick Talk Hibachi. They are bringing food to all of the faculty.
That's the energy out there, right?
That's right. There is a lot of energy. You can see the students are excited for their first day. And Principal Davis, how fun that we have Stick Talk Hibachi giving food to all the faculty.
We are so excited. The food smells delicious. I'm sure they can't wait to dig in. It's going to be an amazing school year, and this is a great start.
Okay, we're going to talk about all things heat and showers. Ken Castro, on over to you.
Wrapping up our back to school day coverage, you can already see a lot of cars still showing up, a lot of students still showing up, but as far as the media is concerned, we have completely finished all of those hits from 5 o'clock this morning until 8 o'clock this morning. Every 10 minutes they were doing kids. So now I'm going to get ready to head back to the office and type up a media advisory for later today, the press availability that we're going to be having with the Superintendent Miles for his first day of school recap. So I'm going to show you that as well. Like I said, it's a busy time, but we're having a good time. We're getting the day done, and it's pay week. So we're excited about that too. We've made it back to the office. So I'm working on this quick media advisory so that we can let the media know about the availability of our superintendent for the first day of school recap. Result, we're going to send this in to our consultants to get approval before we distribute this out to the media. So I got my title, I got my description of what's going to be happening and who's going to be attending this here, when and where. So we're going to send this out before we chat with the media and organize interviews and a press conference for the superintendent, which you guys, everyone's going to be able to see that as well. All right, you guys, so I did have to stop and get some lunch in between the shift because there is a lot going on and I'm starving. So I'm at one of my favorite places right now, Tea House, getting me a cream blended tea and some seasoned fries. So we're going to have that really quick before we wrap up the day. Good morning, everyone. It's another day in the life of a senior media relations specialist for one of the largest school districts in the country, HISD. Today is going to be a little bit different. I know you've seen a lot of press coverage that we've done with the local media, but today we are doing some with the national media outlets. We get a lot of national outlets that fly out here to Houston and want to cover the school district again because it does make a lot of national headlines. So we have NBC Nightly News here with Lester Holt, and they're going to get ready to film at Shadydale. The superintendent's going to be here. He's going to walk them through this NES school, and he's going to do the interview with the stream that's going to air tonight. I'm going to insert a clip so that you guys can see a little bit of how that interview is shaped up. But we're here today to help facilitate the media, show them where they need to be, assist them with anything that they need as far as questions, our video, media consent forms for some of the students that did not sign. So let's go inside and I'll show you a little bit of what we do. Again, this is another part of the job for being a senior media relations specialist for probably any organization. But again, this is one of the largest school districts in the country, so it's a lot of work. So let's get started. As you guys can see, they have all their equipment already here. A lot of media equipment they're going to be setting up in just a bit before the superintendent arrives so they can do their one-on-one interview with him. So I will show you guys the setup after they finish. We are inside of Shady Dale Elementary Schools. This is the Team Center, which is a converted library that they are now calling the Team Centers under the new NES school system model. So this is what they're going to be talking about today, as well as many other things that are happening with the HISD school district. So let's see what goes on. They are setting up now for the interview. You see all of the cameras going up now, all of their tripods, stands, multiple cameras. So of course it's a little bit different type of setup than it is with the local media. They are not this much equipped with so much stuff. So national outlets is going to look a little bit different. So I wanted to make sure I give you guys a look at how that's getting set up, and once they are completely done, you'll get another look. So here's how a national setup looks like when they're doing their interviews. This is how it looks behind the scenes. So when you guys see all of those really nice interviews on NBC Nightly News, this is how the setup looks. So they have a ton of lighting. They have a camera here, so you can see that view. They have another camera here that's going to be capturing our superintendent, who's going to be sitting here. And then a reporter, Antonio, who you're going to see in just a bit, is going to be sitting right here. They're now taking a walk around the school, and they're going to be coming back here to do the interview. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit of that once they return.
Necessary.
So you really have to look at how the grades happen, and the Texas Education Agency is actually adjusting that. So really what you have to look at, and I look at, is can our students read? Can we do math at grade level? Are we prepared for year 2035 or year 2030 with different?
So let's take a look. This is another part of the job. After they run a story, any media outlet, we typically go back to make sure all the information is correct, everything that was done in the interview comes out right, that it looks right, and that nothing has been twisted to make the story more controversial than it already is. So let's take a look to make sure that NBC Nightly News did the district right.
Big changes this year in some Houston, Texas school districts. A district eliminating dozens of school librarians. The controversial reason why and how some families are fighting back. Here's Antonia Hilton.
In a district where there are so many kids who are struggling to read, why disrupt the library of all places?
So reading is key. We may not have librarians, but even in this room, books are on the shelves.
Do you believe librarians are important?
Every single position has value. We can't be all things to all people, and we can't have everything we want.
So does that mean you're robbing Peter to pay Paul?
No, I mean, I wouldn't phrase it that way. What I would say is we're putting in a bold, different model that works.
Jessica Campos considered busing Sophie.
That wraps up our week in the life of a senior media relations specialist. I just arrived back home and we're about to take our boys out, feed them, and let them walk. So let me introduce you to Jackson Ghost.
Hey! Oh, daddy babies! Daddy babies! Daddy babies!
They are always excited whenever we make it back home. Their other daddy is on the way back. Come on, come on. And we always have their snacks ready to go. They're well behaved. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Good job, babies. Ghosty, what do we do? Good job, Ghosty. And you runs off to his crate so he can eat his. All right, so thank you guys again for joining us. It's time for me to relax and enjoy the weekend. I will see you next time for another day in the life video or another week in the life video. Y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching.